Kristy, no one knows WA better than you. Let's have a look at the front of the West Australian. And, of course, West Australia will be an incredibly crucial battleground at the next federal election. We know McGowan walks on water over there, approval rating about 90%. You can imagine Anthony Albanese will be spending plenty of time in WA at the next election. Here's what they're saying. They're saying Australia roaring back with jobs boom and social spend in face of virus. Great expectations. Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has declared Australia is coming back from the ravages of the coronavirus pandemic as he unveiled a big spending federal budget. Now, also, the wrap on that particular front page is also interesting. And it says, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has delivered a stunningly optimistic budget, one that declared Australia was roaring back in the face of a global pandemic. But as with all budgets, one must ask if we're in an age of wisdom or one of foolishness. Is this our spring of hope, or will we face another winter of discontent? Great expectations indeed. Your thoughts?
I do love that great expectations cover, Glee. So, and I tell you what, the iron ore boom has been going on for so long in Western Australia. There are plenty of women sitting there surrounded by designer clothes and jewels, Miss Havisham style, in Western Australia. And if it runs out, a lot of people are going to be very, very mistaken about the sort of lifestyle they're going to have. Sadly, I don't think it is going to run out. Look, the deficit has been forecast to $57 million lower than what we thought. Yes, it's roundly projected on the back of the iron ore boom. You're correct to say that Western Australia is shaping up to be a battleground for this election. That's why the budget is so important to Western Australia. I think the coalition, my prediction, is going to lose 3 seats. It's been very hard for Labor to gain in WA. They are considering that they're going into the election possibly next year on a high after the success of the Mark McGowan election earlier this year, which was an absolute decimation of the coalition. That is not going to translate to federal success. The coalition is only going to lose 3 seats through a boundary change and some retirements. I have a prediction that Labor is going to run the very popular former State Treasurer Ben Wyatt in the seat of Swan. And if he runs, the coalition, no matter how good a candidate, is not going to hold that seat. Christian Porter's seat looks quite dicey, and the seat of Stirling has been redistributed out, and Vince Connolly, the member for Stirling, is going to have to fight Anne R. Lee to run for the seat of Cowan, which the coalition has had in their sights for some time but has never been able to win, although they've come very close. So they're 3 seats down. The state result is not going to translate. But the messages that the coalition are delivering in this budget are hitting home in Western Australia, and we're going to see an increase, I think, in their margin in some of the seats that they do have.